Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Have you ever gotten overwhelmed or even just distracted by your circumstances and gotten stuck? Stuck in a mindset that you had no business being in as a child of God. How did you get out of that place? Or maybe you're still stuck there, hopeless, feeling like you're going deeper and deeper with no way out. That was me recently. That was Elijah yesterday in 1 Kings 19. The hymn I want to talk about today, Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus, reminds us what to do when we're stuck in a pattern of thought that is getting us nowhere but farther into depression. The first verse of the song promises life, abundant and free life. That's what we want, right? Then what can we do? The chorus tells us to turn our eyes on Jesus, not on our chaotic circumstances, not on flawed people who have hurt us, not on the overwhelming grief or soul-shaking problem, but on Jesus. It says to look full in His wonderful face. When we see who God is and what He can do, how creative He can be, how He walks with us through the circumstances of our life, then that fear, anxiety, hurt, shame, whatever it is that's sucking us down into that bottomless pit of despair doesn't seem so overwhelming. Its power over us fades. As the hymn says, the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace. My favorite verse that reminds us of this is Hebrews 12:1 and 2. Let us lay aside every weight and sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. Jesus is bigger, better, more satisfying than anything on this earth. If we see who He is, we can see other things in life through a heavenly perspective. When we seek His kingdom first instead of our own desires and comfort, things look completely different. A difficulty isn't something that stops us in our tracks. It's an opportunity to trust God. A crisis doesn't make our world feel like it's crashing down around our ears. It's the beginning of an adventure with God. And if you're drowning in a sea of uncertainty, fear, anger, hurt, or whatever else, looking up, you'll find Jesus' hand reaching down in mercy to pull you out. When Elijah looked to the Lord, he found mercy, love, comfort, and purpose, lifting him out of his depression. He gives us those things as well. As the second verse of the hymn reminds us, God's word contains so many promises we can cling to. We can trust Him. And we can go to a world that is dying His perfect salvation to tell. When we know who He is, when we claim His promises and experience His hand lifting us up out of the hopeless place we've been, we'll want to tell others what He's done and encourage them to turn their eyes in the same direction. Which way are you turned today? To your circumstances or to the Lord?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes at our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.